Today we are going to celebrate India's double gold at the Olympiad by looking at three important positions from the Olympiad. What you are seeing here is from the India versus China match. This was Gukesh's position. Have a good look at this position. Listen, you'll understand if you listen. Have a look at this position, guys. Gukesh was white, facing Wei Yi of China. This was round 7, I believe. Yeah, round 7. This was a very important game because the other 3 games were draws. Arjun had drawn, Prag had drawn, Vidit had drawn. So everything depended on Gukesh's game. This was looking like a draw, but now Gukesh is winning. Only if he finds the next move. So see if you can find out the next move for white that Gukesh played in this position. You have 1 minute to think, and then no need to raise hands. 1 minute to think. Yeah, we did. So 1 minute to think, and then we will discuss the move. White to play, the only move that wins. White pawn is about to promote, rook is behind, black pawn is 2 steps away. You have 2 knights. So let's think and find out the move. No need to raise hands now. Those who raise hands will not get chance. This is the time to think. If you don't want to think, let others think. Hello, Rudra. Ananya, are you focusing here in the class? Please keep the Rubik's Cube down wherever you want, anywhere safe. This is not the time to solve Rubik's Cube. We need to focus in the class. How many of you have decided? Okay, let's start with Dian. What will you play for white, Dian?
E4
Knight.
E4 knight.
Huh. 2.
No,
Knight to which square? Just tell me 2 where. Which piece to which square? What square? Where do you want to move it? You don't know how to tell a square. Where to move it? Tell me the square you want to move it, Dian. How do you tell a move? You don't tell me where to move it, na?
E5
Where do you want to move it, Dian? Why are you telling me where knight is? Tell me where to move it. To which square do you want to move the knight? Not where it is. Okay. You want to move knight to g4. Okay. Let anyone else? 1, 2, 3. Dash.
So E4 knight to G3.
Knight to g3. Okay. Aradhya.
Knight to G5.
Okay. Smile.
Knight to G5.
Okay. Shrenik.
Knight G5.
Rayansh.
Knight G5.
Okay. So some of you have seen this video in one of the classes. If you play knight g3, rook will just move. That is okay somewhere. If you play this knight to, what was the answer? Knight g4, then rook will take the pawn. The whole reason why white's winning is because of this pawn. So Gukesh knows that. So the only winning move here is what some of you told. Gukesh played knight g5. He might, now let's be quiet. Now, how is it winning though? Because you still cannot promote, right? Black pushed the pawn, Wei pushed the pawn, and now Gukesh played the reason why he played the last move. Let me ask Ranak, can you find out the next move for white? The only winning move here for white. You will understand if you listen. If you join in late, you need to wait and then you'll understand.
C6.
Knight c6. How does it help you, king moves then? How is this move helping you to win? Let's ask Pranit.
So knight H7.
Knight h7. Then I promote. That's losing for white. If you promote, rook will take the queen. So that will be winning for black. Once again, let me, who else has decided? Yes, Ananya?
Knight H4.
Knight h4.
G4.
Knight g4 I promote. How does that help you? You have to understand what opponent wants as well. Okay, once again, let's ask Rayansh Manna.
Sir, knight to G6.
Knight to g6 I promote.
Then we also promote.
Then rook takes the queen. You're down a queen. Rook is stopping the pawn. Even if you promote, you'll get a rook. But you'll lose the queen. But you'll have a queen. Once again, smile.
Sir, I said
Knight g6, is it? Rudransh.
Sir, knight F3.
Which knight? E knight or G knight?
Sir, G knight.
Okay, and Shrenik?
Sir, G knight F3.
Yeah, the correct move here is
G
to
knight
play knight f3. Block the rook. Only then you can promote.
You
Here-
can do the same thing with the
But this knight is more useful here. So it's better. This knight was not doing much. So it was better to bring that knight back. Now, Wei played king e7. Because if you promote, White also promotes with check, and then when king moves, the queen and the knight combined will be able to give checkmate to this king. So Wei played king e7, stopping white from promoting. And now Gukesh has a simple move to win. Let me ask Mihir, can you find out the next move for white?
Knight to h2.
Yeah, you just pick up the pawn.
Now thread gone.
Yeah, now the threat is gone. If you take, I'll take, king takes, we are up a knight. And that you can pick it up and win the game. So here, the move played by Wei was rook to a1,
Taking.
attacking this pawn. So Wei just wants to take this and take that. But here Gukesh calmly played his knight to g4. The idea is to bring it to h6 and then this knight to g6 and promote.
Sir, I
So,
know I have seen.
okay, Wei played rook a3, king went back, he took the pawn. Gukesh plays knight to h6, defending this pawn. Only then this knight can move. If you simply move this knight, you lose the pawn. So knight h6, here rook check, king moved, rook check, king moved, and here Wei resigned. Yes.
So, when the king was on d2,
Rook was here. Knight is just moved.
why didn't
Rook f4.
no e4?
Rook e4, what does it do? Knight g6 check. And then white promotes. It's a check, and when king moves, you promote your upper queen.
Helping one.
Yeah, so the only try there would be rook f4. But rook f4 would be a blunder. Who can find out the winning move? Two people found it. Who else? The winning move for white. There is a very Srenik is not getting the chance. Only calm people will get the chance. Smile.
Knight to g6.
Yeah, just knight g6 fork. Then we'll be having the pawn and we'll get his rook. We'll have two knights and a pawn, and we're going to simply win the game. So this was how Gukesh won the game against Wei of China, and that's how India won the match against China. That was a very important. This was round 7. We'll get there. Yes, of course we'll get. Now let's go to the next important position.
So Gukesh is world champion.
He's not world champion. World champion is Ding Liren.
He's about.
Magnus is not world champion. Magnus is world number 1. He's not world champion. He hasn't played world championship in the last 3 years. So Ding Liren is the world champion currently. Gukesh will play the world championship against Ding Liren in December. Then whoever wins will become the world champion. So let's go to the next critical position of the Olympiad.
Oh, it is critical.
Huh?
So can I not play with you today?
We will see about that. If you keep saying
So
that.
in some games, the Indian can I go to
Yeah.
meditating?
Oh, of course, everyone does that. Most people do that before starting a game. Yeah, that's a habit for most people.
No, you're not sure.
How many of you know the Indian players currently, like those who played the Olympiad?
I don't.
Anyone? Anyone? Tell me one name, Pranit. Anyone? Gukesh played, okay. Srenik? One name. Pragnananda. Okay, Mihir? Arjun, okay. Rayansh? And that you already told. Who else? Prag? Yeah, Vidit. So, Pragnananda, Arjun, Gukesh, they are the young players. Then there is Vidit. Okay, that's okay. You can have a seat. That's fine. And finally, there is Hari Krishna. These are the 5 players in the Indian team. Hari Krishna. He's the 5th player. So whenever somebody takes a rest, he comes in.
So will India play India?
No, there's only one Indian team. How will India play India?
Like suppose like Gukesh plays against Pragnananda, like the world champion.
It's team tournament, Praneeth. How can same people in the team play against each other? It's different teams. One team plays against another team. So India plays against another team, not same team.
If they were playing, then it would not be counted. I think.
What
No,
are you
like
talking?
seriously, like India wins either way. So there are some Indian women players also. Yeah.
It's 2 different tournaments for open section and women's section. It's not between each other. So women play a different tournament and the men play a different tournament in chess.
Why can't they play together? Exactly.
So there'll be a huge gap in rating. So generally, the men have more rating than the women out of everybody. Like if you compare all
Mostly
ratings.
all sports that happens.
Yeah, in all sports, but in all sports, physics matters, na? Like your ability to run and all that matters. Na? That's why it's separate.
Boys be points or any match?
Yeah, in
basketball?
chess you would think there's not much difference between men and women, but still rating is very different. Like if you compare men rating and women, that's why there's separate rules.
That's the same thing like for the most of the sports. Like
Yeah, but most of the sports you're not playing with your brain, na? You're playing with your body, na? Chess is the only sport where your only brain matters, not the body. Okay. Okay, anyway, let's come to this position. This was Vaishali's game in round 9 against USA. This was a very important game for the India women's team because if Vaishali loses, the whole team loses because it was like 1.5, 1.5. So this game was important. If Vaishali draws, it will be 2-2 and it will be a draw. So here, 1 second, the king was on. King was over here. 1, 2, 3. Black pawn is about to promote. Vaishali's pawn is about to promote, but rook is stopping it somewhat. And white pawn, opponent's pawn, is also about to promote. So here Vaishali has only one way to not lose. There is a very nice sequence of moves which is very difficult to find, but Vaishali finds it. So let's take 1 minute. It's black to play. What move should black play here? Silence, please.
black's move, right?
Yeah, it is black's turn. It's a very difficult move. Even I wouldn't be able to find it if I was playing this. This is like top GM level stuff. So anybody wants to try? Anyone decide? Okay, Rudransh?
Sir, rook to on a1.
Rook to a1, then why just promotes?
So,
We should not at least lose on the spot. Srenik.
sir, rook b6.
Rook b6. I promote.
Sir,
Rook check.
Sir,
Queen takes. Now you lose your rook. One patience.
sir, pawn takes.
Yeah, but you lost your rook, right? And then I'll take your pawn. So you're down a rook now. You lost your rook now. So you have a bishop, but I have a rook and a bishop. So I'm up a rook. That's losing. Okay, 1 second. Darsh.
Sir, rook b8.
Rook b8. Trying to stop the pawn. Yeah, that's a good try. But when you play rook b8, I'll just take the pawn and I'll come back and defend the pawn. So it'll still be tough, but it's holding on. It's a good try. Ananya. Yusuf. Fine then. Anyone else?
It's something like
Rook b8. Okay. Any other move, Pranit?
Sir, bishop to f.
Bishop.
Bishop to f6.
I promote.
Oh.
What is this, Mister? The pawn is about to promote. You're like pushing the pawn. You're going behind the pawn. Promote. How is it useful for you? So now let's no, that's Iranic. Fine.
Bishop to
Don't tell me f8.
d4.
Bishop to d4. I promote. Okay, Rayansh.
Sir, pawn to f5.
That is the correct move, but why? King moves in. The move is correct, but you have to understand why. That's the main thing. It's a check. King moves. How does it help you? The main point is coming next move. I'll give Rayansh to find that move. There is a very nice move that Vaishali finds here. Because it looks a very tough position to defend. It looks like it's gone. Because the pawn is promoting, king is coming in. This is looking over. But Vaishali plays the brilliant, that too under time pressure, with few seconds on the clock.
Rook to b5.
Rook to b5, king comes in. What is it? King will
Sir, rook to b8.
Huh?
Rook to d1.
Rook to b8, I just take the pawn and then
Rook to
I'll take it.
d1. Rook to d1.
Rook to d1 check, king comes in. Doesn't help you, no? What is,
Sir,
yeah.
we play rook to d7.
Rook
Sorry,
takes.
sorry.
Okay, wait, one person at a time. Rayansh, I take your rook,
Then pawn promotes.
then promotes. Okay. So after rook's turn, you promote. I also.
Rook.
Patience. One person is answering now. You have to wait. You already got a chance. So Rayansh, rook to b7. This is a very nice find by Rayansh. But I have to take, right? If I can't promote, then if I promote, then I believe black will take and then next move will promote. So I wait. Which pawn? If you take the pawn, then rook takes. It's fine for black. Both pawns are gone. Then black is fine. So I will take the rook. Now what is the idea? You will promote, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vaishali played this. Vaishali played rook b7. Well done, Rayansh. Queen by black. Opponent also queens, right? White also queens. But black is a rook up, na? White is a rook up, na? You gave up your rook for free. So what's the point? But then
We play
It's
So
still a rook up. Yes.
Queen to H1.
Exactly. Vaishali has Queen H1, winning the rook back. You win the rook back with a skewer. That's so. If you go back to the starting position, king was here. If you do the same thing in the starting position, if you do the same moves without f5, then white will play f3 and black is lost. That is why f5 check was played first, and now the line continues, and now there is no f3. If you play f3, queen takes. So king has to move, and queen took rook, and this became a draw in a few moves. So that's how Vaishali say. Yeah, because it's equal material. After a few moves, it became a draw. How do you win here? Equal queen and bishop, how do you win this?
Insufficient material.
Not insufficient. The game went on, but they agreed to a draw after a few moves. So this was a very important hold by Vaishali that saved Team India, women's team, in the match against USA. So now we are going to celebrate the double gold by the Indian team by watching a few videos from